Hey, what's up guys? This is Brian from Whisper Status 74. I am outside my local Best Buy. There are several around my area. This one is in Norwalk, Connecticut. It's a little larger. It has more high-end displays, has more to offer in terms of the sizes many of you are looking for. I got a lot of feedback on the video where I went through the pricing as it is when I make the video and seeing how quickly they jump and how quickly they fall. And we did the comments. I had mentioned that it was like the stock market. And basically, where if you miss an opportunity, it's between $300 and $400 to even $500 difference. As of the time of this video, the C9 is back on sale, which had jumped way up, is now back to its 77 inches, $5,000, and these change daily. Keep in mind though, guys, if you do purchase wherever you purchase from, there is a return window. And I don't mean you should return your display, but you can actually go back into the store. If they're worth anything, they will basically credit you the difference. They might put it back on your credit card. I've had it happen, and it's worth going back for the 300 plus price difference. And that's something I'll even do at Costco in regards to my Vizio Quantum XP series. Unfortunately, with Best Buy, as we know, I wish I could show you more of the displays that they have. Typically, the Hisense H9F is not here, either is the Vizio Quantum XP series. They will have the M series here, but it's typically a lot of the higher end and then some of your mid, your 800s, things like that. But we go through the store, I'll show you the different prices that are there and how much they've changed since last time we were there. But I want to go back into this store because I believe this store actually has the Z9F to show you guys, and we'll go through there and we'll just make these videos, just be kind of self-explanatory. But I like doing these intros here to explain to you what we're looking for. You see me using more editing now, simply because walking into these stores, I get followed around a lot by the employees that aren't a big fan of me walking around with a camera. But I always buy something when I go in. I'll be buying a couple Blu-rays today. And that's it. I hope everybody is doing amazing. I'll see you in the store. And let me know in the comments what you think. Again, keep in mind, guys, when you're watching these videos, I believe it is the 14th of January, 2020. So if you're finding this video 2 weeks later, the prices are going to be very different. They might be much lower or much higher. It's a very dicey time right now to make purchases. One, CES just finished. So many of you don't know if you're looking to buy or looking to wait till next year. Just keep in mind, guys, if you wait till next year, those displays are going to be at their highest price point, and they're not going to go down for months and months and months. So when you say to yourself, I'm going to wait for everything else to come out, you're actually going to be waiting about 1.5 years to see what comes out and what drops. In my humble opinion, between LED and OLED, as far as how much the technology is going to increase, to me, it's very incremental. If you want to talk about mini LED or dual LCD, I think those will be very, very interesting technologies. Myself personally, I wouldn't buy a Vizio OLED at its first generation. I don't want to buy a mini LED at its first generation. I want to give them time to figure out the bugs and to make it as elegant as possible. So back to all of that, a lot of you guys have had questions about gaming and HDMI 2.1, which I think is an excellent feature to have in regards to gaming. But also keep in mind, guys, the displays or the consoles coming up, though they say 4K 120, though they say 8K, the baseline of 4K 60, many of the displays that you currently have can do that. That's their baseline. 4K 60 is HDMI 2.1. That is where you're going to be. So even if you don't get HDMI 2.1, you really do have all that you need to get a very smooth, jacket's killing me, a very smooth and stable without variable refresh rate or G-Sync. So for console gamers, don't think you have to get HDMI 2.1. I think it's a very good bonus. And keep in mind, just because Sony, TCL, and a lot of these companies are doing HDMI 2.1, if you're a PC gamer, they don't have the connection to NVIDIA yet. NVIDIA right now, at this point of this video, is only really working with LG in regards to G-Sync. So you'll be looking at VRR. So if you're a PC gamer, that's something to keep in mind for. As of right now, I think the Q90 and the LG C9 are probably the most thorough in terms of spec for gaming, but I have plenty of amazing performance from my older Sony 900E and the newer Vizio Quantum XP series, even without HDMI 2.1. So if that's not a super interest for you, if you're a film person that just loves movies and streaming and sports, to buy now at a deep discount, it's a really good time to buy. But just keep in mind, if you're going to wait for next year, you might be waiting longer than a year. And even though the prices that we see now seem high, they are so severely discounted that to buy them now it's kind of time. It's the essence now is to pick up now. So when we take the other risk, there is one more risk, and I'm going to use the LG C8 as an example, is that when you literally take a display that you're really looking at and you say to yourself, I am going to get this display and I'm going to wait for the C8 to drop, there is a really interesting point where that display is just no longer available. We saw that with the Q8FN, very popular display, Q9FN. The C9 was very expensive. The C8 was very affordable. C8 gone. And I mean, can you still find them? Of course you can. eBay, things of that nature. I wouldn't risk eBay or Craigslist on displays at all, for that matter. So Sony is good about having their previous year available. The 900Fs are still available. The 950Gs are obviously going to be available for a very long time. But just be mindful that something like the Z9F, as that inventory dissipates, it will be gone. They won't be replenishing those. They're not going to be replenishing Q8FNs. So if you have an eye on a display and that display is severely around Super Bowl Sunday, we'll be doing these videos every week until Super Bowl Sunday. Keep in mind that deep discount is going to have a expiration date, and that display will be hard to get. For a while there, Q8FNs were everywhere, then they were nowhere, and then they were gone. So we'll go into the store. I know I made this intro pretty long, but this is basically going to be the beginning of a new series where we go into these stores just to check the prices. We'll do them every few weeks from now until Super Bowl, and we'll keep an eye on what happens. There might be some price drop, there might not be any, but I will talk to you guys after we go into the store. What's up, guys? We are in the store now. We're going to start at the end. These are all the big boy displays. So we are looking here at the bottom at an LG 86-inch Nano 9 series from $32.99 down to $3,099. But the one that so many of you are curious about is the 77-inch C9. That is actually still a pretty high price. You can get this at Costco for below this. So that's not even a current price. It's down to $4,700, I believe. Now what's changed since the last time I was here. Now you have a 85-inch 950G, $4,299. So the prices aren't that discounted. And here you have a Z9F, everyone. $27.99. So keep in mind, guys, Master Series Z9F, regardless of what we saw with the low contrast ratio numbers of our tanks, I mean, that display is absolutely stunning. So it is still available here. They do have some in stock. So those of you that are interested in that display, $27.99 for the Z9F. Do I recommend the Z9F? I think it's an excellent LED. The Z9G is just on another planet as far as its pricing. And here we're looking at a 85-inch Q70R. Again, it's down almost $1,000. $2,999. But a lot of you guys, if you're thinking about the Z9F, I wouldn't wait. There won't be many of these left. They don't make a ton of them anyway, but there it is. Gorgeous display. We'll come back and look at that. And your usual suspects. Now quickly, when we're looking at something like the LGs, this is their signature series. 77-inch W9. It's $10,000. So that one's clearly not on sale. 800G, $1,000 for 75-inch. Gotta stay away from. Now you have your TCLs here. You know, again, 5 series. What we want is the 6 series. Oh, this, yeah, 5 series. Very reasonable. Again, nano cells. Can't show any movies.
That one is beautiful.
That's an OLED. It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah. No,
Isn't
did
it?
you see that 8K? 8K?
Yeah, they're amazing, aren't they? Here's your smaller sizes. Q80, $17.99. Q60, $9.99. You know, down from $1,100. Q80's down from $2,000. So you're gonna see these prices fluctuate quite a bit. Q80 here, 75, which I can't show you because, oh, here it is. It's right there. So Samsung Q80R. Their whole lineup. Q70R, but the Q80R is at this moment $3,000, which is interesting when you look at the 75-inch Z9F, which is cheaper. And the Z9F is actually comparable to the Q90R, not the Q80R. So that shows you the value of the Z9F at that price. Though Samsung does not play around with their demos though. The 82-inch 900R, where is the price for this bad boy? $7,000. Keep in mind, guys, the 65-inch KS9000 at 75 inches back in the day was $7,000. So it's amazing how far we've come in terms of price point. Q90R is here as well. Sorry. Q90R at $25.99 was originally $27.99. That's at 65 inches. They don't have the pricing of their 75-inch Q90R here. Q70R, Q60R. So here is actually the updated price from earlier in the video for the C9. They just didn't change the sticker. So 77-inch, $5,000, which is incredible for a 77-inch OLED. I'm sorry. I mean, they're gorgeous. Here's the B9, $17.99 at 65 inches. And I want to say we have here a 55-inch, $20.99. Yep, 55 inches, $20.99. And then you have your Sony's here as well. And there's soundbar prices everywhere. So here you have your 65-inch 880G at $24.99, and your 85-inch 850G at $2,000 if you want to go 85 inches. You guys know how I feel about really large displays without a good amount of local dimming, though they look pretty good in the store. That's a quick overview of what they have in store. They have a lot of these mixed displays here. You know, there's a Vizio here, 70 inches. And these are a lot of just pull off the rack displays. A lot of numbers from last year. We'll go back and take a peek at that Z9F. Now quickly, I want to go back to Sony. Now I'm a little bit hard on the A9G as far as how expensive it is. But what we forget is the A9G actually isn't in the same lineup as the C9. The A9G is the Master Series. And the Master Series has more than just the name, but is not lined up with the C9. The C9 is not the top of the line LG OLED. I believe it's the E9 So we have to check the pricing on that, but we're so hard on the A9G, I am especially, for its pricing. Now look at that Z9F. Compared to the 950G. But the pricing of that display is based on its Master Series. So the A9G should really be compared to the E9 price-wise. All right, guys, that is the walkthrough at Best Buy. And those are the current prices as of January 14th, 2020. You know, there is your Z9F. Again, if you're looking for displays now, guys, it's a decent time. But, you know, we'll be doing these videos every couple weeks, all the way up until Super Bowl, to see what is the best time to purchase. But keep in mind, guys, if you have a return window, those prices will work in that return window. You can get, you know, your money back. You know, get your money back in comparison to, at least get the difference back within 15 days. And anything more than that, guys, you gotta just take the loss of a few $100s and be happy with an excellent display. But, I mean, that $5,000 price point for the Z9F, that display was $7,000 at launch. So you're getting a $7,000 TV for $27.99. Not all the stores have them either. All right, guys, sorry again for the shaky cam. It's not always super comfortable walking around these stores, but I hope everybody is doing amazing. And let me know what you're looking at, and if you're gonna wait after seeing CES, or are you gonna make the purchase? All right, guys, what's up?